Cemeteries are meant to be peaceful places, quiet, still respectful. But when the sun goes down, that peace can turn into something else, something heavy, something watching. Tonight, you're about to hear 3 creepy cemetery horror stories that people swear are true. These aren't monsters jumping out of the dark. These are slow, unsettling moments that crawl under your skin and stay there. So dim the lights. Put on your headphones. And remember, some graves aren't as empty as they look. Story 1. The grave that answered back. This happened to Daniel, a college student who worked night security to pay his tuition. His shift was simple. Walk the grounds, check the gates, make sure no one vandalized the cemetery. Most nights were boring. Too quiet, honestly. Until one night around 2:30 a.m., Daniel was walking past an old section of the cemetery where the headstones leaned crooked and cracked. Graves from the 1800s, names worn away by time. As he passed one grave, he heard it. A soft knock, 3 slow taps. He froze. He told himself it was an animal, maybe a branch, maybe the wind. But cemeteries don't echo like that. The sound came again. 3 taps, directly beneath his feet. Daniel whispered, almost joking, "Hello?" The ground knocked back. 1 tap. He stumbled backward, heart pounding, flashlight shaking in his hand. He aimed it at the grave. The headstone read, "Elias Morrow died 1891. That's when he heard a voice, low, dry, right beneath the soil. Too late, Daniel ran. He didn't look back. He didn't finish his shift. He quit the next morning. Weeks later, curiosity got the best of him. He searched old records. Elias Morrow wasn't dead in 1891. He was buried alive after being mistaken for dead during a fever outbreak. The record ended with 1 sentence. Knocking was reported for 3 nights. Story 2. The woman who never left the cemetery. Rachel lived near a small rural cemetery and often jogged past it in the evenings. One night, she noticed a woman standing near the entrance. Long black dress, pale skin, no shoes. She assumed it was someone grieving. The next night, the woman was there again. Same spot, same posture, not moving. Rachel waved politely. The woman didn't react. On the 3rd night, curiosity turned into concern. Rachel slowed down and asked, "Are you okay?" The woman slowly turned her head. Her eyes were empty, not closed, not blind, just hollow. She whispered, "I'm still waiting." Rachel ran home and didn't sleep. The next day, she told her neighbor, an elderly man who'd lived there for decades. He went pale. He explained that years ago, a woman had been buried in that cemetery after waiting every night for her fiancé to return from war. He never came back. She stood at the cemetery entrance every evening until she died of illness. Rachel went back during the daytime. There was a photo near one grave. The same woman, same dress, same hollow stare. Rachel never jogged that route again. Neighbors still report seeing a woman standing at the gate, always waiting. Story 3. The cemetery that follows you home. This story comes from Mark, who didn't believe in ghosts at all. One night after a party, Mark and his friends decided to take a shortcut through an old cemetery. They laughed about it, took pictures, joked around, mocked the graves. One of his friends even kicked dirt onto a headstone. As they were leaving, Mark felt something strange, like he was being followed. When he turned around, the cemetery looked closer. The path behind him felt longer than before. They finally made it out. That's when the problem started. That night, Mark heard footsteps in his hallway, slow, dragging. His bedroom door creaked open. No one was there. The next night, dirt appeared on his floor, fresh, damp. By the 3rd night, he woke up to find muddy footprints leading from his front door to his bed. He checked his phone. A photo appeared in his gallery, taken at 3:11 a.m. It showed Mark sleeping, from the corner of his room. Behind him stood a shadow shaped like a headstone. Mark moved out a week later. The new tenant left within days. The landlord says no one stays long. Whatever followed Mark home never left the house. Cemeteries aren't just places for the dead. They're places for memories, regret, waiting. And sometimes, they don't let go of people who disrespect them. If you enjoyed these stories, make sure to like and subscribe for more true horror tales. And remember, if you ever hear knocking beneath your feet, don't answer. Good night.